Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a tutorial on this full face look here. Now throughout the video you may notice some fuzziness, mostly around the eye makeup. I accidentally filmed in the wrong settings, so I just want to apologize in advance for the low quality. But apart from that, let's jump into the tutorial. So I've done my brows off camera as usual. I've used the Benefit Cosmetics Ka-Brow in the shade Fall. Now I'm just going to conceal under the eyebrow using MAC Select Cover Up Concealer in the shade NW15. This is also going to be a base for my eyeshadows. So using a brush or your fingers, I'm just going to pat that concealer in, and then I'm going to set it with a bit of translucent powder. So the first shade I'm using is MAC Give Me Sun Bronzer. I just wanted a nice warm brown, and I'm just going to buff this through the crease using my Sedona Lace EB13 brush. Next eyeshadow is this Chrome Yellow from my Madame Cosmetics Eye Candy palette. It's just a matte yellow. I'm going to buff this over top of that bronzer and slightly up towards the brows. The next shade from the same palette, I'm going to use this matte reddish orange shade. It's very vibrant, and I'm just going to apply this directly through the crease, blending it back and forth in a lot of circular motions. Now I wanted to add a bit more depth and a bit more of a kind of reddish burgundy tone. So I went in with this eyeshadow from KW Cosmetics called Red Eye, and I just applied this through the crease, and it also added some nice depth too. Now I'm going to go in with this MAC eyeshadow called I'm Into You. This is a must-have. It's like a deep burgundy shade and a matte finish. So I'm just going to pack this on all over the eyelid, making sure I get a nice opaque coverage. To highlight the inner corner of my eyes, I've used this MAC eyeshadow in the shade Nylon. I also used this earlier to highlight underneath my brow bone. So now I'm just going to start smoking out the lower lash line using the exact same shades as I used on my eyelids. So I used the yellow first and buffed that along the lash line. Then I went in with my orange shade and really buffed that in as well. Then I wanted to add a tinge of red, so I went in with that Red Eye eyeshadow. And then afterwards I went in with our dark burgundy shade, and I applied this as close to the bottom lash line as possible. Using my Urban Decay 24/7 black liner, I'm applying this inside my waterline. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply false lashes. Okay, so moving on to the face, I'm applying Benefit Matte Rescue Primer before applying my foundation, and I just applied this on my cheek area, a bit down the T-zone and my forehead. For foundation, I'm using the NARS Sheer Glow, and I've already applied this all over my face, and I'm just going to blend it out with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. Now this is damp. I did apply a bit of water, and I obviously squeezed out all the excess water, and then I started applying my foundation. Now I'm going to do a bit of cream contouring using the Inglot's HD foundation in 86. So I'm going to dot this around the forehead, down my cheekbones, kind of in the hollow, and also I'm going to apply a bit down my nose and along my jawline. So once I've applied my cream contour, I'm just going to start buffing it in with one of my Real Techniques brushes. Using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in light medium, I'm going to apply this underneath my eyes and some little strokes. Then I'm also going to apply it down my T-zone, so the nose, chin, and lastly the forehead. With that same sponge, the Real Techniques, I'm going to use the opposite end and start blending in my concealer. So before that concealer has time to crease or move or shift, I'm going to set it. So today I'm using the Charlotte's Banana Powder. It's a pressed powder, and yeah, I'm going to use that. There's no baking today. Now I'm just going to lightly set the rest of my foundation. Now to further sculpt the face, I'm going to use my Hoola Bronzer from Benefit Cosmetics. This is a staple for myself and also for my makeup kit. I use this pretty much on all my clients. I just find it suits anybody, and it can look as natural or as dramatic as you like. So I'm a big fan of this bronzer. After contouring, I'm just going to do a quick bronze using my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. And lastly, for the face, we're going to highlight, of course. Now I'm using a new highlight. This is from BH Cosmetics. It's called the Strobe Light Palette. I've swatched 2 shades for you so you guys can see how pigmented they are, and they're pretty intense. Hopefully you can see it on camera, but in real life and like photos, it's just like a beaming highlight. So yeah, I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones and also down the nose, of course. And finally, to complete the look, I'm going to do a nude glossy lip. I wanted the focus to just be on the eyes, but I didn't want to put nothing on the lips, of course, so that's why I decided to do something nude and glossy to change it up. Now the lip liner I'm using is Stripped Down from MAC Cosmetics, so I'm just going to line my lips quite heavily, and then I'm going to go in with this, I think it's a L'Oreal lip gloss. It's just like a crystal pearl pinky color, and yeah, I'm just going to apply that all over top. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial with the deep sunset eyes, full coverage base, highlighted and glossy nude lips. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into one of my videos, and I'm really sorry that it took me a long time to get it up again. I'm just trying to balance my lifestyle at the moment, but thank you for sticking around, and hopefully I can get another new tutorial up for you. Bye guys.